Say his name and he appears. Dad. Nah, hi guys. I just wanted to get into this little quick intro. What you guys are about to listen to, not really watch because we didn't do any video for it. It's a conversation we had with our good friend Juan before we made it out to the New Japan show about, what was it, 3 weeks ago? It's been a while. We've been a little slacking on the uploads, but I think we plan on keeping it up. We got some new equipment now. Seem to be picking up steam. But yeah, like I said, this is just a quick little intro. Just wanted to tell you guys, what you guys are about to listen to. It's just us, me, Abel, Juan talking about wrestling. I could get a little wild. Juan's a wild boy, but I think he stayed pretty tame for the most part. It was a good conversation. He's been a wrestling fan since he was a child. We've been knowing him for 10 years now, childhood friend as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks for the support. I appreciate all you guys watching us. Abel's not here because Abel's doing Abel things. And again, just quick little intro. Appreciate all you guys. Enjoy the recording. Maybe I'll throw some pictures for you guys to see if you guys are on the video end of it. But if you guys are just pure sound on Spotify, like I do, and you ain't gonna miss much. Again, thank you guys. Please keep watching us, subscribe. We hope to pick things up, gain some momentum, and yeah, just follow along with our journey. Again, thank you guys, and enjoy the following recording.
So, hello, good morning, everybody.
It's not even the morning, man. It's afternoon.
The sun's out,
Sun's out, guns out.
and my buns.
Ooh,
Let's get
toasty.
I guess we're just gonna do a quick little interview, all right?
Yeah,
With our
We could call
longtime
this,
homie Juan.
we could call this like the squash match.
The-
Quickie.
Yeah, we got the squash interview. Yeah.
I'm down with that.
You're meant to be fast and quick, bro.
Oh yeah,
Just like in the sack.
story of my life. Hold the record.
Nah, welcome, dude. What's up?
Shit, dude. I'm just glad you guys are here. You know, we're hanging out. You know, got to open up some Pokemon cards and stuff. That's
awesome,
cool.
dude.
You know, Pokemon's hard to get.
It's insane how the craze for Pokemon is right now. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Almost as hard as this wrestling going on too. WrestleMania's about to pop out. You know, what I'm
Next
saying?
week.
Oh yeah. Hell
All
yeah.
the pups are out.
It's cool because you have your son's birthday during WrestleMania. That would make me happy. That'd be my wish if it was my birthday. I just want to watch WrestleMania.
Put it in the background, let them bounce in the bouncy house. You know.
But now WrestleMania is so accessible. Do you remember as a kid, like pay-per-views?
Yeah, dude. I remember like you'd have to go on websites if you weren't gonna buy them. Y'all remember that like proxy websites? Oh my god, dude! They would have like every episode. Like
I don't think I remember buying a pay-per-view as a kid.
I bought like a few. I think I know for a fact I bought the Royal Rumble where John Cena came back.
fire.
Okay, 2008, I believe.
That was like my first time seeing like basically like an online transaction.
Oh, like a credit card, like
first time ever. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could remember mine.
I was
That's crazy.
like, do you send the money through the phone? You
It's
know,
like, how
like,
does this work?
Wait! You had to type your credit card in on the TV now
I mean,
I think that was DirecTV,
or
Comcast.
something, dude. Like
I don't know, dude.
like
because we for sure didn't have like that good control. You know, we had fucking like Dish Latino.
there's Latino.
So WrestleMania was in Spanish.
Bienvenidos.
Y ha regresado John Cena.
Adios mío. Se tiró la pinches
And like Rey Mysterio, they just do with like an English accent.
And Rey
Rey
Mysterio.
Mysterious.
Edison Guerrero. Like
No, the reason why I asked you about pay-per-view was because now it's so easily accessible. All you need is a Peacock account,
no way.
and you get to watch all the events. Yeah, that's it.
They don't make you pay for anything no more.
Hell no.
I mean, like just like the membership.
For Peacock, yeah.
Yeah, and that's only like $10 or so.
Man, y'all got a Peacock sponsor? Is this what's going on?
I wish. I love Peacock, but that's only because they have wrestling.
Yeah, and you know, if they're listening and want to ignore anything controversial we might have said,
I love Peacock.
I love
Peacock's
cock.
Yes, chef. Yeah,
Dude, so what would you say are like some of your earliest memories of wrestling?
Dude, like definitely Eddie Guerrero coming out like on the lowrider. You know what I'm saying?
Iconic.
Like Jeff Hardy, like just getting hurt for the first time. Like, dude, like him just being Gonzo for a hot minute. The whole what was another good one for me? It was like Edge, the whole Edge like thing.
And John Cena thing.
Yeah, where he was like, and then when him and that woman.
Nah, you first seen it when he
That woman Lita.
Yeah.
when him and Lita fucked on Raw.
Oh my God.
It wasn't even a pay-per-view. It was a fucking Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, it was
Live
just
sex
Monday Night
celebration.
Raw.
That was crazy.
Juan tuned in every week to see if something like that would happen.
He's
again.
like, so this is every week, right?
Damn, this is crazy. They show it on TV. I
After
thought-
2 weeks that it hasn't happened, he's like calling like, "Hey, so like, what happened with that story? Like, is it gonna continue?
Like, are you guys gonna do the exact same segment again? Hopefully soon, please.
No,
Let me know.
And then like you remember that like some of the divas would go into like Playboy, like
Yeah.
and I was just oh my God, this is so crazy. Like you just
right,
like,
as a young growing boy, like
dude.
it was a dangerous place.
Did you have a favorite diva by chance?
I think Trish Stratus was the one.
She still wrestles, dude.
No way.
Not like
Yeah.
full time, but she comes back like at least once or twice a year.
You know which female
She just came
I
back,
thought was
what,
really
last
cool.
month?
What's that high flying like the Asian one? The one that jumped like maybe.
In the trash can? Io Sky?
Is that the one that was like a Survivor Series?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
jumped on like 5 people.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Mrs.
so
Workings.
crazy.
That's Io Sky, dude.
Yeah. She's actually from the Japanese wrestling, right? Like
Yeah.
she's from that
Yeah.
league.
Yeah, she's from Tokyo, Japan herself. too.
Stardom, I think it's
Yep.
called. Yeah.
Now they got some crazy matches.
Yeah, dude, they go hard.
Yeah.
They make some of like the men's matches in
Yeah.
America look like
Yeah,
look like- look like
Japanese
pillow fights.
wrestling in general is great.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a different thing. It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
great.
I always think like when sports are like in different countries, especially Japan, like the main one when I think about is baseball, right?
Baseball and soccer over there, actually.
Yeah. They are super like competitive about it. I think like even more competitive. I mean, like obviously in America, I feel like the talent we have more numbers, so the talent is more here, right? Like you just get more people that are talented because numbers wise, right? But in
Yeah.
Japan, I think for every person, like there's probably like more dedication. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like for any sport, like
Earn that spot. Not only that, I think a big difference too, like the size. Like I think America is they're definitely like a bigger team, but for Japan, I think in the World Cup they've done pretty good the last couple of times, and then they're pretty small in stature. Not to say anything bad about the Japanese people, but
we love Japanese people.
yeah, no. I love their culture, dude.
oh yeah, dude.
Japanese people are awesome. Yeah. That she's from over there, and Japanese wrestling is entirely different thing, bro.
I mean, like, dude, just like barbed wire matches hooked up to batteries. I
Yeah,
mean,
Terry
like,
Funk versus was it Cactus Jack or no?
Versus Sabu, the
Sabu, the one in Japan.
Oh
That's
no, yeah, I think that was Cactus Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, like it wasn't just like technical stuff. Like they threw down
Yeah,
some
back in the
hardcore
day,
shit.
yeah, they did some extra hardcore shit.
yeah,
and
like,
just overall, the wrestling is called strong style. Just think of that, like, oh, okay, strong means what? They're gonna hit each other hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
so let me ask you guys this,
Yeah.
like, as like, advocates for wrestling, right? Like, what do you guys feel about like backyard wrestling? Like, maybe not necessarily like the safety aspect, because we all know,
Yeah.
like you're
Don't
not
try
safe
this.
doing that.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you're not safe, but for like for the views, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you guys think? Like when people are like doing like their own like stunts and they're like slamming into fridges, what do you guys think about that? Like
Like, are you talking this like in Jackass, like the people that are only doing stunts or that are actually doing backyard wrestling?
man, they're like doing like backyard wrestling.
No, yeah, that's great. A lot of
Yeah.
the wrestlers that we see on TV now started doing that. I
Yeah.
know CM Punk, he had his own backyard wrestling
Yeah.
place. The Hardy Boys did too.
Yeah.
When they were younger, like they just legit just in the backyard, they build a ring and they just get people to do it with them, and eventually they make their way in. Because that's some type of experience, right? At least you've experienced the mat, like the slams. So when you enter the minor leagues, you're already kind of seasoned.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna be like, oh fuck, do I really want to do this?
What's like a minor league y'all think that is truly underrated as far as like developing your wrestling style into like maybe one of the more predominant ones like in the industry?
You got an answer? Or you want me to answer?
You can answer first.
I think both Ring of Honor and TNA, they both have great history. Like a lot of great wrestlers have come from there. Yeah, it's nuts. they have fallen off, but that's only because the talent was sucked out of them from the bigger companies because they produced them. You get me?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
obviously they went through like a low period because they didn't have any stars, but they branded new stars. TNA did as well.
Nice.
I think those two are the top. If you want to talk about not in the U.S., obviously New Japan is number one. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah, anybody that's not wrestling like in America, that's where you want to be.
No way.
Yeah, that's where you want to be.
Are they like typically like open like arms for like other countries like wrestlers?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the thing about like those like indies or like more lower ones. I think even still, like even though they're smaller, TNA and ROH, but ROH got bought out by like a bigger one.
Okay.
I feel like they're still like on top of many other ones, but like you'll see a lot like those companies, doing like partnerships with like CMLL, AAA,
So the Mexican,
Japanese ones, or even just like signing like stars of like other smaller independents like HOG Wrestling, or like some like British like indies. Like you'll see like those top guys just like show up one day like on a TNA. Like I feel like the fact that they're so lower, they're willing to do these like cross branding,
Cross promotions,
multiverse type of deal.
Yeah.
You're easier to like you said, you can go from here to there. Like you're not just stuck to that one promotion, because you're kind of like your own boss and employee at the same time as a wrestler. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm wrestling for this company, but if they're not putting on shows every day, I need to make money. I can travel and wrestle elsewhere. That's on you.
Yeah.
Obviously, the traveling's on you, but then, like I said, you're gaining experience, eyes on you, and then hopefully you're getting paid as it goes on. Your name will be valued highly, and then they'll call you up.
And like you never know who's at like these smaller stuff. Like
there's scouts everywhere.
A producer, a scout, agent for like WWE could be at his local, just because he's a wrestling fan.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
there, like, and if you shine, just so happen,
Like,
shine
okay,
on
you
that
got
day.
something,
There, like, stars are born. It's incredible to see, like, with the curtain pulled back nowadays. Whereas back then, those companies were around. Like ROH has been around since early 2000s, maybe 90s. And the fact that I never knew until around this time about it, like just the access to all these various things. GCW is also a real good one too.
Yeah. What's the other one? NWA. NWA is just a historic one.
Yeah, they've been around since 1920s.
Yeah, that one's been going around for a very long. The NWA heavyweight title was like the number one title for a very long time in the U.S. Really in the world, because that title traveled to Japan too for a while. Like I said, Japan has a big legacy in wrestling, dude.
Yeah, they got a New Japan Wrestling, NJPW.
Yeah. What's the other one? All Japan Wrestling.
Yeah, All Japan. Noah Wrestling. That's also. You'll see like a lot of people from Europe go to Japan rather than to WWE.
Yeah. It's a different style.
Yeah. And I mean that sounds so cool because like wrestling is like I feel like a part in like almost every culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
they all have their own bases of wrestling.
Right. Like everyone's kind of got like their own style, like their own like interpretation, and the Japanese take on wrestling is just so like edgy and like so like badass. Like they take like aspects of like the luchador, like flying, you know what I'm saying, like rope bouncing, but then they still have like technicality of like the American wrestling, you know what I'm saying, which is like
it's a stars,
great, it's a great blend.
They have characters too, like not just the generic like star guy takes the pictures with the kids, like,
or not only that, it's not the big beefy guys. Like Japan, like we just said earlier, they're not big people. So then the idea here in American wrestling, they want the big, strong dudes. Think of the Undertaker, tall as fuck. The Rock, big as hell. Over there, they're not big, so the stars they're just charismatic. They know how to connect with the people.
Yeah.
And I think that's what really draws the smaller wrestlers from around the world. Be like, okay, I don't have a high opportunity to shine over here, but I could go over there, and then with the right work and the right like people around you, you could be a big star.
Yeah. If you guys like had to pick like essentially like a title, right, to like go after, would you guys prefer to go like for like a tag team title or like just like a single, like, heavyweight, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going for a single.
Yeah.
And I know which one I'm going for. Like if I had one to choose from, I'm going for the Intercontinental.
Oh, that was fire, yeah.
I don't know why I've always loved that belt. It's always been like my favorite belt, and I think that's the one I'm going for. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I really like the WCW World Heavyweight.
Oh yeah,
Championship belt.
yeah. That one's nice.
That one's really nice.
That one was when that one was brought over to WWE. It was so pretty.
Yeah.
That's the one that like Batista used to have, the big gold one.
Yeah,
big
that
one,
one.
big
That,
gold.
that one started in WCW.
Like it was the spinner belt or like the WWE.
or the big gold plated one.
Yeah, yeah.
That one started in WCW.
Dude.
Honestly,
That's the
that Eagle one too. Was
Oh, the Winged
sick.
Eagle one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but for me, the Intercontinental, especially the one like in the '90s, like that one to me, I just
With
I
the little
loved it.
world colored in there, right?
That's the newer one.
Oh,
That
it's
was
the
the one
newer
in the
one?
2000s. I'm thinking the older one. It was more square shaped. Like Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. Think of them. Back
yeah,
in the day.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Dude, I need that belt.
Sounds gas.
But I also really like the Fiend's belt too. I don't know if you've seen that one. The one
yeah.
where it's like his face on the belt, and he had like a scary mask. That one's fucking sick.
Cool.
I don't like it as like an actual belt. I would like it as a collectible though.
Yeah.
I also the ECW World Heavyweight belt. And how it like I had the graffiti and like kind of
yeah.
like the trash, but like the hints of gold on there too. That one's also pretty dope.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think mine, bro, like hands down, it had to be the spinner US belt when John Cena.
The whole thing spun. Yeah, that one was
whole
sick.
thing.
That one was sick.
Yeah,
Because like that was like the first like spinner belt,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
There was nothing else like
Before
to it. Yeah, there was
yeah.
nothing else before it. Like obviously it was a
It
predecessor.
was like a culture shift.
Yeah, exactly. Because then
To
that,
be honest, the old US belt was plain too. So
Yeah.
that's a nice belt to choose, man.
I know, like for real, like sometimes like when you first like saw it, like man, people probably like, man, what the heck? But then like it would grow on you because like John Cena was like before he turned heel, obviously like he was the guy, you know, like
Yeah.
the good guy. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah, like
I mean, he's still the guy.
yeah, he's still
Yeah.
the guy. You know, like he's still the guy. Like think about like how he came from like rapping,
Yeah.
and then like. He had like movies. He had like a movie or two, right, where he was the
Marine.
star. Yeah, the Marine.
Yeah, that's a good film.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
I think WWE films have like this certain kind of like
It's like a B quality to it.
yeah, you know, like the fans like enjoy it too. You know,
I feel like people right away don't like it because like, oh well, it's tied to wrestling, and a lot of people just deem it fake. So now they're making movies. Like,
Yeah.
well, all movies are fake. dude.
Whereas like the same movie, if it had a A-list actor,
Yeah.
they'd be creaming their pants.
They'd be like,
over
oh,
it.
that's a good film.
This was so great. pure
What's the one with
cinema.
Stone Cold? That one's actually pretty fucking good.
oh yeah, dude, that one was a fire one too.
And that one's like rated R.
Yeah.
What was the Commando? Nah.
It was something. And then The Rock had a bunch of movies.
Well,
like,
that motherfucker just transcended.
I like the
Yeah.
King's Scary
See No
Movie.
Evil?
Yeah, I think so.
He had two of them. They had a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Rock just transcended like those movies, and then just obviously made it into Hollywood.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the only one that really made it that big.
Yeah, I could see that. I feel like The Rock is definitely the most like
Crossed over.
yeah, like
Yeah.
at that point, dude, he's just like a universe busting like celebrity, you know? Just like he's got his kind of like hands and
He
everything.
just has the same green pants, brown shirt, bald look,
In the
just
jungle.
jacked, in the jungle or in
Yeah.
the city, always looking up. Does the eyebrow.
I just can't think of anyone else that would have the career.
John Cena is close to it, but John Cena is because of the stuff that he did outside of wrestling, like his charity work.
Yeah.
I think that carried him to the stature that he's in now. And then now him going into Hollywood too. He's great as an actor. I don't know if you watched any of the movies he's in.
I feel like I see him in movies, and I always like, I'm like, oh, that's John Cena, and then it always kind of takes me by surprise, like how good he actually is
He's
as an
hilarious
actor.
in all
Yeah.
his movies.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched Trainwreck?
Yeah.
What-
That's pretty funny.
what-
Oh, I
movie is
recommend Trainwreck. It's him.
It's like a rom-com.
Who's that chick? The comedian chick, Amy Schumer.
Oh, is that the one where he's like the drug dealer or whatever? Or he's
No,
got
no,
the-
no, no, no. But that one's funny
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. In this one, he plays like his her boyfriend, and he's like this jacked up juice head, bro. He's so hilarious. LeBron's in that film too.
Yeah.
LeBron is hilarious in that film. Trainwreck's a good movie. Watch it with your lady. That's
Yeah.
a great film. He's great in that one. Peacemaker. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
hilarious, dude. When he plays roles that are comedic, he kills it. He should keep playing just roles like that.
Yeah, you feel like people get in those kind of roles and then they never leave that kind of thing. You know what I'm
If
saying?
it fits your thing, like just stick to it. Like, why have to switch?
Yeah.
If you can find a movie that you can switch to and keep it going, like that's awesome.
I wonder sometimes, like, you know how a certain actor will play like a scary movie or like a serial killer, like that guy that played Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
You know, like after pictures, he looks so like depressed.
Well, yeah, a lot of people because they get into those roles crazy.
I wonder if certain wrestlers just like can't seem to leave it in the ring, like their characters.
Dude, yeah, Hulk Hogan.
That's what I was
Ric
gonna
Flair?
go. Yeah. Oh my.
Undertaker
God.
even said it now that Ric Flair is Ric Flair now.
But like say
Yeah,
like
like,
somebody
that's
like
him.
somebody like Kane, like yeah, he's a governor now,
Mayor.
or mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you corrected me last time. Now that I think of it.
Mayor.
Mayor. Like, do you think he still listens to like? Do you like think he has those masks in his house? You know?
Yeah, I'm sure he's had
Does
stuff.
he like every now and then just enjoy looking at fire?
No, that was just a character. But I'm pretty sure he has the mask like as a memento, dude. Like in his office chilling. Yeah, I would keep that. Yeah. But I don't think he's actually a pyromaniac.
Do you think he shows up to like the Zoom calls for like office meetings for the for the state or city that he's mayor in?
He just wakes up
And
like the way he used to.
He has the contacts on.
Oh, fuck. Context.
I don't think it's like that serious, but I think I think he keeps stuff.
I mean, like
Well, people have said that Ric Flair is now like Ric Flair. Like the Ric Flair that we saw on TV is who he is now, and that wasn't who he was before. Yeah.
Well, man, dude, you gotta think Ric Flair, like that personality was so big, and to be Ric Flair, like outside of the ring, you have to be just as big, just as crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I think he had his documentary out with ESPN. I think they said he had to like almost go broke to try to keep living that lifestyle.
Yeah, like I heard that man too. He had a lot of drug problems, which
drinking. I think he's had a lot of issues drinking. Obviously, a lot of people had drug problems back then. It was the 80s. Yeah, everybody had drug problems, but I'm pretty sure he kicked that. I think his issue is drinking, is what people are saying. Is that it'll be like 10 a.m. and he's already like drunk. Yeah.
Damn,
he's just drinking all day, just all day. From interviews that I've heard of other people, they're all saying that he's just drinking the entire time. And for him to be like that old is crazy.
Before I knew of Hogan being like the piece of shit that he is, I seen an interview where he said that Ric Flair has like begged him for money once, and like he had spent it all on like partying.
Yeah. Yep.
But then maybe Hulk Hogan was lying.
Yeah, that dude's a big liar.
Yeah. It's funny to see that dude was like the face of like a whole like wrestling, like you know what I'm saying, like
he
era.
was the face of wrestling for a good chunk, and then he slowly himself he just took himself out of that conversation.
Yeah.
Obviously that, and then like the work others put in. Like now it's John Cena.
Yeah.
You think of wrestling, you just think John Cena, which is good because that's who I'd rather think of than fucking Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%.
Never fan of Hogan.
Yeah, like.
But that theme song though.
Yeah, for
that
real.
That song goes nuts.
And
that should be our
pose.
anthem, bro. We should start a petition.
That pose.
If Trump's gonna do anything, he needs to change the anthem to Hulk Hogan's anthem.
Honestly, I'd probably be a little bit more patriotic.
Yeah, that would be patriotic as hell. Can you imagine?
I'd rip my shirts every fucking 4th of July.
Every morning, just.
You just gotta grab an eagle by the neck and just pose with it like Hulk Hogan did. You know what I'm saying? just don't get caught making a porno like Hulk Hogan, because then didn't that man do that?
He's done a lot of shit, man. It's been a lot worse than just that, I would say.
What's y'all okay? So what is y'all favorite like wrestling like scandal besides like the Vince McMahon one? Like, because that one is obviously just so crazy, right? But what is y'all favorite one?
Like the Montreal screw jobs, shit like that.
Whoa.
I think the one of how Vince McMahon tried to cover up Jimmy Fly Snuka.
The murder,
his girlfriend.
Yeah.
No way.
Wrestling conspiracy.
There's also another one of the wrestler Octagon, luchador.
Yeah.
That has like horrible bad luck, and there's like death involved, like of just generation after generation
with the mask.
People
Yeah.
that hold that mask.
Holy shit.
One of them got paralyzed.
Yeah.
Or I think 2 of them got paralyzed.
It's like just horrible.
And 2 of them got paralyzed. One of them died. I think.
Holy fuck! Just burn that mask. Dog.
Nah. Keep that
crazy.
alive. Keep that alive.
Holy crap! That's like.
What's another one?
The Montreal Screwjob, you know that one?
No.
That's the one where they, the Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart, where they called the match on, like without the match actually ending.
Yeah.
Like they put the sharpshooter on, like Shawn put it on Bret, and then as soon as he applied it, Vince McMahon told the ref to call for the bell, and they called for the bell, And then Brett was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" He was already on his way out. He just didn't want to lose that day because it was in Canada. That's where he's from. He was like, "I'll drop the belt the next night." I was like, "I just don't want to lose it tonight to Shawn Michaels." They hated each other.
Yeah.
And they were like, "All right, cool, we'll do that." So then they flipped it. Yeah, they told them they're agreeing with that. So he went in. That's the plan. And then Vince, Shawn, and the ref, they were like, "Hey, as soon as you put the sharpshooter, we're calling it." And then, yeah, dude, that happened. Brett fucking goes wild, destroys the table, the ringside table.
Yeah.
Fucking spits at Mr. McMahon.
Gives him black eye.
Yeah. And then when they get to the backstage, he's so mad. I think Undertaker was the one that had to go talk to Vince. He was like, "Hey, you need to go sort that shit out because that wasn't right." And yeah, everybody respected the Undertaker, so he went in there. And then I guess as soon as Vince walked in there, just boom. Brett just hit him, and there's footage of him walking out like this, legit holding his head, just.
God, bro.
And then the next day on Raw, big old black eye, yeah, legit,
dude.
And then that's what started the Attitude Era. It's just crazy.
See, like that's the kind of stuff that I feel like once you get older, that's like the interesting part of like wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Once
like,
you find out like it's fake, but dive into it, dude.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, hell yeah, dude.
There's I don't know, I don't want to say it's a good one, but there's one about how Chris Benoit was framed.
Oh, yeah.
And it's by this wrestler that recently died. Named his wrestling name was Taskmaster.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure his real name, but that this guy was like a very demonic character. He was dating Chris Benoit's wife beforehand. So they're saying that's possibly what happened.
I think they were married, no?
Possibly.
I think they were married.
She was like an announcer, a ring girl.
Yeah, I think they were married, and then like they got involved while they were still married, like Chris Benoit and her, and then she left him for Chris, and then they eventually got married. Something like that, but that's just something I don't know.
Yeah, that I remember first hearing about like Chris Benoit, and you're just like, man, whatever, it's a lie, you know what I'm saying? But then like, didn't they do like a whole little memorial for him? Like,
yeah, because the whole story wasn't broken out yet. Like that Monday, they had a whole day for him, and then the next Tuesday was when the rest of the results came out. Or I think it might have been as the show was going on that Monday that they were like, "Hey, he actually killed him and then himself," and then they flipped the script the next day.
They're like, yeah, you know what? Just give my man's a day of peace.
You can't see that. You can't see that episode no more.
Yeah, no way.
Mm-hmm. I tried. It skips. It shows you like a highlight video. It's like a dude walks in. He's like, "Hey, today we're looking at the best of this."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fucking Jonathan Grisham.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or Todd Grisham. That's a fucking author, John Grisham.
So they just scrubbed it.
No, yeah. Oh yeah.
Basically,
He's pretty much.
What other events you think they scrubbed out of like wrestling?
Oh,
history?
dude, when Owen Hart died.
Oh yeah, that's right. Holy
Was
crap!
it 1999 Over the Edge?
Yeah,
I think that was the name of the event.
I think when DX did blackface.
Yeah, they probably
That's
definitely
alright.
had
That's
to scrub.
No, but I didn't get it scrubbed though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, because I feel like there's been so many like the Edge thing that probably hadn't been
I
scrubbed.
haven't
right?
tried. You can get on Peacock. Oh no, it's actually on Netflix now. Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah.
Raw's on there. Go ahead, look it up.
Yeah.
See if you can watch it. Dude.
I bet you it's scrubbed. It gotta be, dude.
Maybe not the entire episode. Maybe it's just that part.
Just the part,
Because they do that.
Yeah.
We were watching WrestleMania 2000, and they scrubbed the Ice-T's entrance
Oh yeah, why?
at the beginning. Because what song was he playing? I guess he did like a song for like WWE's music album that year. For some reason, they just skipped it. Maybe for copyright. Maybe they didn't want to pay Ice-T.
Man, you know, hey.
But that's why it
possible.
goes from like the beginning of the show to them just in the ring. Like
I noticed that.
Yeah, you're like, all right. I wondered why until I looked into it.
It's kind of cool now too that they did bring all that to Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
Some of it.
Yeah. So like, what do you guys feel like? Like, do you think the move to Netflix was like a better move, or like, I know like years ago, or even now, they probably still have like the WWE app where you can.
No, it's not anymore.
Oh, it's not.
The
So
WWE Network.
So they're
like that's gone.
Totally transferred to Netflix.
No, well, they switched to Peacock first.
Okay, so they got Peacock.
Yeah,
like you said earlier,
they
right?
had all their pay-per-views available on the WWE Network. Same thing, you pay $10 a month, you get to watch all of it. I used to have that.
Right.
And then they switched to Peacock, and I was like, oh, cool, now I got to pay less, and then I get more shit to watch. But Peacock only has the rights to the pay-per-views and like past pay-per-views. Netflix has the rights to Monday Night Raw. and anything Raw related.
Yeah.
Anything else is on Peacock for right now.
Yeah. So
That's only here in America. I believe everywhere else in the world, everything's on Netflix. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna shift everything to Netflix. I mean, I hope so.
Yeah.
Makes it easier for everybody. But they are saying that they like their Peacock deal.
yeah.
But they could just be saying that just to.
Because they're still under contract.
Yeah, I think their contract ends like this year or next year.
Okay. So
And I would assume Netflix is gonna throw them a shit ton of money. Like, yo, let us get everything here in America.
Yeah, because they're doing pretty good, to be honest,
Yeah.
on Netflix.
And I hope, because since I don't know if you know, but TKO, that's the company that owns WWE and UFC because they're together now.
Yeah.
They're talking about getting rid of pay-per-view, so I hope they then shift the UFC to Netflix because I don't have to pay pay-per-view for UFC fights. Because fuck $80.
Yeah.
Holy crap! So, what do you think that does? Like, when you totally switch a market like that, where like people were paying like $80 for like the few hours like on Saturday,
Yeah.
and now they're gonna offer it for free. Like,
It's more accessible, and then you get more eyes on. Overall, it's better for the app itself.
yeah.
Because, like I said, I didn't care for Peacock until they said, "Hey, we're adding wrestling, and this is the only place you get to watch the events." Perfect, take that money. Like simple as that.
Incentive.
And you eventually just start watching, other stuff that's on that app. Yeah, it was just certain things.
Yeah. Like Peacock at first, they didn't have much, but then now they just have a shit ton in there. So not only do I get wrestling, I can watch a bunch of other stuff. Same with Netflix. Not only do they have just wrestling, they have other shit.
Wow.
So it works out better for them, and it's more accessible for people. Because like, well, back then you had to call a cable company, set an appointment, they had to come in and set shit up. Those used to always take hours.
Yeah.
Like you felt like the cable man was fixing your shit for like 5 to 6 hours. Like, dude,
Like,
I'm just
he was
trying to
working
watch
like
something.
he's getting paid hourly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude will come in and out of in there like, oh, I need more cable, I need this, I need to go up on the roof. What are you doing on the roof?
Right.
It's like, the cable's down here.
Swear.
It's like, what the fuck? And then now, like, oh, how much is it a month? Oh, it's a free trial for 14 days. Oh, okay, let's try it. And if we like it, it's whatever a month. So if you want to watch an event, like, right then, you can't. Because if you haven't had a free trial, you get a free trial, or you just pay up front and then, boom, right away. On demand, essentially.
I feel, like, for me, I feel like they should start treating it more like a pay-per-view or PLE. Because I do feel like sometimes they'll have these events and, nothing changes. All the titles stay on the same belt.
Oh, but that's just, like, the actual event. Like in terms of, like...
But I believe, like, since they're not having it, like, don't just treat it like a Monday Night Raw,
I got you.
Have somebody turn heel or face or,
That's just that's just, like, the company's booking. Like, that has nothing to do with the app itself. Like, them themselves, we're just giving you the shit. Yeah, obviously,
No.
if they start putting on bad shows, then you could get dropped from the whole app itself.
Honestly, it's good, though. This whole streaming service for wrestling, because the AEW was able to get HBO Max.
They're on HBO Max now.
And there was a report of their HBO views and their TBS views, like, combined. They had, like, a total of, like, 1 million viewers for their show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's so complicated when you need to have, like, cable companies and different shit to watch everything. Like, nobody really has cable, but, like, not only that, it's, like, on TBS, TNT, USA, CW. Like, it's on different channels. Like, what the fuck? Why can't we just have it on one?
Like on one platform.
The good thing about the streaming sites like Peacock is that they'll have the show, like if there's NXT on Tuesday, as soon as it ends, it'll be on Peacock, or the very next day it's available for you to watch.
Fire.
So it's like next day available to watch, so you feel like you're not missing shit. You can just stay away from the internet to skip spoils, I guess.
Yeah. Is that something you guys like do? Like,
I do that shit every Monday.
so you like skip spoils, right?
I get home, and if it's not too late from work, I'm watching Raw. Usually I'll watch like an hour at night, and then when I wake up, I'll finish it. Or if I didn't watch it I don't hop on YouTube, nothing on the internet, just to keep everything.
Yeah, boy, you want pure mind.
I just want to see what's up. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that.
I like to see it.
It's good now that you can watch it entirely now.
Yeah.
Because of Netflix. Whereas in the past, you probably, like, because it would go on Peacock, but like a month later.
Yeah.
So the best
it'd be
we
a
got,
couple of episodes behind.
Good God.
It's like 2 to 3 weeks behind.
best you got was like highlights on YouTube, or like there's a new like audience crowd of people, streamers that like watch the show and like post their reactions.
Okay.
So like some of them are kind of annoying, but some of them you could actually be able to watch like majority of the show. So that's like another way to watch it. If you don't have cable, you don't want the apps.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just so many different ways to watch it.
Yeah, they just need to consolidate everything, man. Like, I feel like it's starting to get too crazy. Like, I feel like, yeah, Netflix is probably going for a monopoly and try to, get a bunch of shit. But, like, Disney has 3 apps. They have Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. They're doing the same shit under different names, you get me?
Yeah.
So they're just all in competition. And I think, yeah, wrestling is so hot right now, so whoever gets the big one, which is WWE, like, you're going to bring a shit ton of eyes there.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what.
Now let me ask you this: like, how do you guys watch like the other wrestling? Like Mexican wrestling and like Japanese wrestling. Is this still
So Japanese wrestling? They also have their own streaming stuff. I'm pretty sure everything has their own streaming thing now.
Mm-hmm.
TNA has their own.
Yeah, TNA. You can you get a membership. You can watch every episode, every pay-per-view that they have. I think the pay-per-view you just have to wait like the night until like the next day. And they always have deals too because they want people on. Like I had there was one for like 3 months for free.
They're just trying to get you to watch it, and then hopefully they get you hooked. But yeah, Japanese, same thing. It's all streaming, so you just gotta do that. They're also, some places are still on pay-per-view, so you can still do the pay-per-view stuff. AEW, the second biggest one, like you said, they're on HBO now, so that's easily there. But they're also on TV.
Dude, like YouTube, honestly, like you can watch a lot of good wrestling.
Yeah.
Like I've discovered so many like good like wrestling like promotions like Hog Wrestling, Defy Wrestling, like all the stars now. Like literally just 2019 between 2019 2022, like they were in those England indies and like these, like there was like one in California called PWG. I think Sammy and Kevin Owens were there. Like, and all of it on YouTube for free. Matches better than like Hogan versus Flair. Like,
okay.
Yeah, and a lot of the bigger companies too now, they're like uploading like full matches or full segments like on YouTube. Like, hey,
WWE Vault.
Oh yeah, that's for historical shit, dude. That's the best thing on YouTube right now.
Yeah, but you find fire shit too, like Triple H versus Tajiri for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
At a house show in Japan.
Like underground matches. Yeah, they put up a lot of good stuff. So YouTube is a really great resource too.
Yeah, pretty sick. But yeah, speaking of the Japanese wrestling,
that's where we're headed.
That's where we're
headed to. What is it? What do they call it?
Windy City Riot.
Mm-hmm. It's Tanahashi's last match here, dude. Fuck off, dude.
So yeah, Juan, you got any closing thoughts?
Man, I mean, just that wrestling was just like a really like important part of just growing up because like you just got to sit around with like your siblings or your homies and just got to like munch up and watch wrestling, and it was just
and then tango with each other.
Yeah, and then like like throw your brother into the wall. You're like, oh, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Shh,
don't tell mom.
I'm sure I've said this story before. Maybe when he was on the channel.
Yeah, Adrian.
We were wrestling one time, and like I threw him down to like the floor or like the bed or something. I grabbed his head, like both hands, and just like threw it side to the wall, and it made a hole in my wall. I put like the drawers like in front of him so like my dad wouldn't see, but he found out.
Oh, dude, your dad definitely found out. Wait, dude, that's so funny.
Yeah, dude.
One question before we leave: who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Dude, hands down, Rey Mysterio.
I know you're gonna fucking say that,
Mysterio, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, who comes out with a Louis Vuitton mask,
Gucci
mask,
dude?
You think they're real?
Booyaka,
Nowadays,
You think it's real, Louis?
It gotta be,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm sure he gives his dude like, hey,
he gets it from the flea market and shit.
Oh yeah, that's where I would get it.
But dude, like nowadays, you see him with the mask matching the Jordans, dude.
Yeah, he's fully specced out, man. That's awesome. That's a great pick. I like it.
It's nice hearing too, like his son's in there too,
Killing it.
Yeah,
killing it.
Oh yeah,
Killing it.
Dirty Dom.
Mm-hmm. You know, just a nice like generational,
lineage,
like, yeah, you know
going.
what I'm saying. Even though that's not his quote unquote son,
Yeah, it's Eddie's son.
Right.
yeah, it's Eddie's son.
I like
but
that. I like that.
It's still his son. It's like it's who raised you. You know what I'm saying?
And like I love how it's just Ray just embodied, you know, being a baby face, being a nice guy, and now his son is just doing the complete
The bad
opposite.
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Rey Mysterio is the ultimate good guy.
Yeah.
Ultimate good guy.
It would be interesting to see him turn heel, but it's just so
No,
like,
he's not.
like what is there to turn heel
John
to?
Cena did it.
But
John Cena was heel before. Ray has never touched those grounds.
But then again, the fact that people say that could very much be the reason why he ends up turning heel.
That is true, man.
What was I gonna say?
Wow.
Antonio called me, so I it ruined my train of thought.
Well, that's it, man. No,
Finish it off. What's your favorite finisher of all time?
Dude, any
You gotta do it on Freddy,
version.
too.
Oh, bad. I think it's got to be like the spinning DDT.
Spinning DDT.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I know a lot of wrestlers have DDTs in their arsenal, but like just DDT to me is like one of the best classic wrestling moves. So many different variants. You know what I'm saying. You can do like
when it's used as a finisher, it's pretty great.
Yeah,
Like it's just so simple. Head to the fucking floor. You're done.
I love the
Hell
DDT.
yeah, dude.
DDT is awesome, dude.
Well, yeah. Thanks, Juan. Appreciate it.
tú ya sabes, papi.
Hey, we're gonna do a better episode this time with face cam next time.
I'm down.
And it'll be a longer one. But nah, dude, this is great. Appreciate it, dude.
It's gotta be on camera.
Nope, that won't be on camera. All right.
Peace.